Joining us right now is Congressman Bill Johnson. And Congressman, you were at the game. You also left before it happened. We were just speaking with Ron DeSantis, who basically said, let's go now so we beat the traffic. As soon as he left and you left, this shooter opened fire.
Yeah, I had pulled out of the parking lot just a short time before it all happened because I had an early morning meeting that I had to get back for. I didn't find out anything about it until I heard it on the news. But you received a pretty good description of the field and the activity that goes on the field from Representative DeSantis. But I'll be glad to try and fill in any of the gaps that you might have.
Now, Representative DeSantis just told us that as he was leaving, he wanted to beat the traffic. He left early. As he was leaving and in the parking lot, an individual, a stranger, approached him and said, hey, is that Republicans or Democrats playing in there? And he said, oh, it's Republicans. And then the guy just turned around and walked. We're trying to figure out if it was the same individual.
You know, I don't know. The only thing that I noticed, and I actually made a mental note of this, there was a white van parked heading out of the area, not in the parking lot, but along the street after you leave the parking lot. And there was a gentleman kind of backing up into the street, getting in and out of his van. So I have no idea if that's who was involved in the incident or not, but I did not speak to anyone, and then I did not see anyone walking toward the parking lot. But that was I had to kind of slow down and pull over a little bit to avoid the guy getting out of his van. I don't know whether
Why did you make a mental note? Why did you make a mental note of this white van? What did you see that raised your red flags?
Well, he was just kind of slow and lethargic getting out of the middle of the street. He had gotten out of his driver's side and was walking around to one of the side doors, and he was just very slow. And I didn't see anything odd. You know, he didn't strike me that way. It was just something that I remember because I had to slow down.
I think at that time of the morning, you wouldn't have a lot of people there if they weren't practicing baseball, walking the dog, maybe someone who's running in the morning. I imagine someone kind of hanging around, moving slowly in the parking lot is going to stand out to you.
But is it well known that Congress practices baseball in this area? I mean, does the people in the area know that? I mean, how much of this is out there in terms of where congressmen are going to be? We're trying to understand the motive.
Well, I do not know. I mean, I certainly couldn't begin to guess the shooter's motive, but I can tell you that I've never felt unsafe at this ball field. This is my sixth year. I'm sorry. This is my sixth year playing in the congressional baseball game, and so I have been at practices at that facility many times. And you see joggers, you see people walking their dogs, people just out for a stroll. Occasionally, you'll even get some of the folks from the neighborhood that come out and stand there and watch the practices go on. So it's not unusual to see people walking around the parking lot, and you don't pay a lot of attention to that kind of thing when members of leadership like Steve Scalise, who has a security detail, they are stationed prominently around the parking lot area. So, you know, I've always felt very safe there.
Just really quickly, but when you start adding up the accounts and what we do know, Congressman, it's been described by witnesses as a deliberate act. Senator Jeff Flake described the lawmakers and those in the security detail and others there as they were sitting ducks.
Yeah, it was definitely a deliberate act.
And then you have the report from Congressman DeSantis, as he told Maria just a short while ago, that someone came up to him and Congressman Jeff Duncan, and confronted them when they were going to their car and asked if it was Republicans or Democrats that were out there. We said it was Republicans. He started walking to the field. I don't know if this was the guy, said Congressman DeSantis, but it's important to put that information out there.
Yeah, I did not talk to anyone. I didn't see anyone walking toward the field. So I don't know. But
we want to get
the members would absolutely be sitting.
Congressman, we
Sure.
appreciate your input here.